Din l-esibizzjoni hija organizzata mill-Fondazzjoni Mafre bil-kollaborazzjoni tal-Uffiċċju tal-President ta' Malta u l-Fondazzjoni Patrimonju Malti.
F'Malta inġibet għall-ewwel darba il-kollezzjoni kompluta magħrufa bħala Volart Suite ta' Pablo Picasso, flimkien ma' selezzjoni tal-kwadri vivaċi ta' John Miro. L-eżibizzjoni Picasso and Miro, The Flesh and the Spirit, qiegħda il-Palazz il-Belt bħala parti mill-proġett Picasso Mediterranee. MaltArti għandu l-esklusività ta' intervisti mal-kuratur ta' din l-esibizzjoni u n-neputi ta' John Miro.
The idea was from Malta in this year with the European cultural capital to have two different ways to understand the Mediterranean Sea and the culture of the Mediterranean Sea, because Malta is the heart of the culture of the Mediterranean Sea. Picasso and the Sweet Volart is really the history of the old history of mythology, the history of the Mediterranean Sea, the old culture with, because mythology is a love story. It's a lot of complicated love stories, and Picasso himself, it was a complicated love stories at this moment. Miro is an humble man and very simple, and he presents us direct experience with the Mediterranean Sea, and it's a very, very simple and direct way to understand the life directly at the Mediterranean Sea with the culture, but in a way absolutely different.
I spent 15 years with my grandfather because we had a lovely and very intense friendship and relationship. And I remember him working in the studio with hundreds and hundreds of paintings scattered all over the floor, on the tables, against the walls, and always the smell of trementine, of spirit, of paint, and seeing his hands with paint all over his fingertips, because he liked to work squeezing the paint with his thumb on the canvases, and sometimes just cleaning with the brushes with his hands to put some kind of different textures on the canvas. And I think that that was something that we'll never forget. As a grandfather, was the tender person you can ever imagine. As a matter of fact, he was always very quiet because he was very shy. But with me, he enjoyed very much to sit on the couch Sunday afternoon at 6 o'clock to watch Charles Chaplin. We were laughing apart. He was 85, I was 10 years old, but we had a tremendous, great connection, and we had such a lovely time together.
Sweet Volart was really the most important art piece from Picasso in the 1930s. It was his first reflection about what is art, what is the role of the artist, and a reflection of about himself. And really, after he continued the rest of his life reflecting about the artist, about art. But Sweet Volart is the first time. It's really when he came back to the classicism, when he came back to a different way. He beginning to be really Picasso.
For me, having Joan Miro's work here in Malta is a dream come true, because these 44 canvases are extremely important because they belong to my family. They never left Spain before to travel away. They are presented for the very first time here in Malta, and you can see all the different spectrum of canvases on zinc, metal, wood, plywood, canvas, and it's just remarkable to see how many different iconographies you can see flourish and turn into canvases themselves. And I think that people in Malta will enjoy very much this occasion to see Joan Miro here for the first time. Miro has suffered a lot throughout his life. And he was a man that was always reinventing himself over and over again. And of course, don't forget that Miro was a surrealist. So he was living in the world of dreams. He was going deep into the subconscious mind to really be able to see at night while sleeping all these figures and letters and icons in his subconscious mind to then put them on canvases. So this iconography is extremely important because it comes from the surrealism, from the world of dreams, from the world of poetry, and also from the world of music. Picasso and Miro had nothing to do at all artistically, but emotionally, both they loved each other for more than 50 years because they were from Spain, from the Mediterranean, from Malaga, from Barcelona, and they like color, they like passion, they like life. But Miro was rooted to the sky. Picasso was rooted to the earth. Picasso was rooted to realism. Miro was rooted to surrealism. And I think that Picasso was into flesh and the line. Miro was about dreams and figures. So they were totally different in their own vocabulary, artistically speaking, but they had this tremendous passion for Mediterranean, for light, color, and life.